Today, CBN4 News caught up with Her Worship, the Mayor of Roseau, Mrs. Irene John. I was almost unable to identify her in those clothes, and it's really good to see someone of such a high power position on the ground in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria, getting things done with her truck there. I am assuming with a volunteer team, getting the city cleaned up. Good day to you, Mrs. Irene John. It's such a pleasure to see you on ground doing what you know best to do. Tell us about the team you're in charge of today.
Well, everyone knows that Dominica is less than 95%, destroyed by Hurricane Maria. But at the same time, we are strong people, and we are doing everything within our powers to fight back and to get Dominica back on its feet. Especially Roseau, we am the mayor, well, we are fortunate to have a group of persons here from Venezuela who came in, and Josiah Binwa introduced me to them, and I was very happy when he took that initiative to have them work with the council. So far, I mean, as you know, it's a lot of cleaning to do. It's a challenge, but then what we are doing, we are targeting critical areas. So St. Martin's School, they were able to do some repairs to the school, St. Martin's School, so that the school can be reopened. And after that, they asked, well, Madam Mayor, where next? So we decided, well, to go to Foncolé, way up to Glasgow. And you should see us yesterday, really negotiating that hill up to Glasgow. And they got there, and most of the loose galvanizers all over the place, they were able to move them, flatten them, and put them in an area where collection can be done. But we have a challenge, and that is to get trucks to remove the debris after they have collected all this stuff and pack them in a particular place. They do not want to leave it there because they feel that the job is not complete. So right now, what we're trying to do is get a truck to, after they have collected the rubble, to get a truck and to move it from the area, so at least you will say, well, they're satisfied, they have completed that area. They also went to the city council office where we had a lot of mud, a lot of debris, and the overseer's office was completely uncovered, and they covered at the Roseau City Council building. They covered the overseer's office let's say up to 95%. I mean, at least they can be in there if no rain. So that we're very satisfied about. And they hosed down the entire compound, a lot of mud, a lot of debris, and you should have seen us, a lot of mud, we were actually, moving in mud.
I can well imagine.
Yeah, and they were very, very, very happy to do that because they're satisfied that they're getting things done into the country, in the country. And what I like about them is that they do not want to be idle by. They want to make sure that they're involved. They want to know that they're working, and they're really working. So right now we are on our way. You just happen to catch us in time. We're on our way to Foncolé to continue with Miss Lucy Matthew, who is the coordinator and also a counselor, in the area, and she's working with them. She called me this one and said to me, Madam Mayor, I'm very satisfied with the help that we got from them yesterday. So let us hope they can continue being with us for, let's say, for the next 2 weeks to see how much we can get done from them. We are very, very happy and very satisfied that they're here to be here with us. And if you notice, I'm wearing a shirt because they decided I must be part of the team, and they gave me a shirt, so I'm wearing my shirt.
I'm really happy to see that someone of your caliber to be here on ground in the city of Roseau. Can you tell us how soon we may be able to see the city of Roseau clean?
Well, that is a challenge because they're trying their best. Other groups, are in Roseau trying to clear the city. But from what we have noticed, it's a lot of work. But if everybody put their heads and their hands and their heart together, we will get it done in the soonest possible time. We just have to tell ourselves, look, we have to do it. And we cannot wait people from outside to come to do it for us. We have to do it for ourselves. And I'm appealing to all those guys that are around the place, just riding around on motorcycles and just sitting at corners, and to get involved with a group and do some work, because we have to do it for ourselves. So a lot of young men and women around the place just scouting around and doing nothing. They must find out where they can assist, where they can get involved with a group, and to do some work so we can get this country going back on its feet.
Thank you so much, Your Worship, Irene John. About you, how did you get involved in assisting Dominica at such a trying time?
Well, my name is Ken Weber. I'm the port captain actually aboard the Freewinds cruise ship. Yes. Freewinds is, Dominica is one of our, quite frankly, favorite ports to call, a beautiful island. And when we saw what happened, we had to pitch in from the Freewinds. Okay. The Free Ones is actually chartered by the Church of Scientology, so that's the connection with the volunteer ministers. This is actually not my first time. I was here on Erica as well.
Okay.
For disaster relief, but I come all the time with the Free Ones as my regular job.
Tell us more about this mission you're on here at this time.
Well, the Scientology volunteer ministers work around the world at disaster relief sites.
Yes.
They travel to any major disaster relief, and they were very good with logistics and organizing, but also we get in there and dig out and take down all the corrugated metal that's laying around and pile it up, and whatever it takes, we'll pitch in. In fact, that's why we have a group here from Venezuela, because all of my English-speaking volunteer ministers are up in Houston and Florida, and so we got a lot of work to do here in the Caribbean.
How far are you in your mission? Are you 3/4 ways, or still halfway, or still 25%?
My gosh, looking around this island, it's heartbreaking, but there's a long way to go. I don't think we're at 1% of the way. There's so much work to do. But however, we've been here a little over 2 weeks now. We're here at the fire and ambulance service. That's who we started working with. And right at the beginning, we were going into the villages and just finding out who's there, who's alive, what's helping to assess the damage, so we can figure out what needs to be done.
So, do you need local assistance to get the job done to the capacity that you are satisfied before you go back?
Absolutely. It's wonder, like the mayor was saying, let's get the guys that are, I can imagine after an impact like this, you're heartbroken. You go down to apathy, but let's get the local guys pitching in with it. We'd be happy to have them, It makes a bigger team. We have 17 people here, but if I had 170, we'd be busy all day, So if we could join up with any local guys that want to pitch in, we'd be more than happy to have them on board.
Reporting here in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria.